Barik should have 4,000 base HP. No, next stab, he shouldn't. You want to know why? We tried it already. He was meta for a patch, and then they reverted
I am a meme. You should know by now.
For 4,000 HP with the health card, he would have about 4,750 HP. Or is it 4,600? I forget what the max value is. It's something like that. And then he still has turrets to take damage, and instead he still has great damage, and then he still has a shield. What he really needs, in my opinion, are quality of life changes, because there are a lot of things with Barik that just kind of suck, because he's not as fluid as other tanks. For example, he's not allowed to cast his shield midair. So if he gets void gripped, or knocked back, or anything of the sort, he can't use his shield, he can't use dome shield, he can't use his turrets. I think that should change. Because every other tank in the game can use their shield midair. That would be a nice quality of life buff. Another thing, you can make rocket boots last half a second longer. The base rocket boots are kind of slow. I'm not saying to put the rocket boot card in base kits. I'm saying just increase the base duration of the rocket boots. Very subtle things. Because he is a competent tank. He's just not, like, you know, he's not stacking up to other tanks because he's a little outdated, I think. I don't think we should be buffing the damage of the turrets either. Instead, I would buff the base health of the turrets to make them take a little bit more damage for Barik. That would be a way to make him a little bit more survivable. He can use them for body blocking still. They can still draw enemy fire. But in a way that doesn't just increase his raw health and make him a juggernaut. Another thing, obviously, Forge Fire needs to be buffed, because it's completely inadequate compared to his other talents. So, that would be nice too. And also, like, the targeting logic of the turrets could be better, because sometimes they're really slow. The flamethrower turret especially is really janky, and that's part of what holds Forge Fire back, in my opinion, is they have really bad range, and then the turrets are also really stupid. They don't target properly. Shield can be deployed midair, damage 525, and rocket boots from 1 second at base to 1.25 seconds, small buffs. I wouldn't even buff his damage either, his damage is good. I mean, I guess if you wanted to buff the base shotgun by that much to compensate for Tinkerin being his best talent, maybe you could do that. But yeah, and hey, I was thinking more like 1.5 seconds, but yeah, that'd be pretty fun. But yeah, Barik, he is a good champion. And first of all, if you're not playing Tinkerin, then you should, because that's his best talent. It gives him the best range and the best damage consistently. You just have to be good enough to hit the projectile. But if you stack that with turrets shooting at somebody, he does do a lot of damage for a tank. That's always been one of Barik's strong suits, is being a good damage option for the tank class. Fortify can be fine in some situations if you need to hunker down. And if you have enemies that are going to be close to you anyways, because obviously the further away they are, the worse your shotgun gets. But, for example, Fortify does actually have a pretty good matchup against Makoa specifically, because he has a really fat head, and if you consistently are up in close quarters with him, you can just headshot after headshot after headshot. That'll do 750 damage per shot, which is higher than Tinkerin. Of course, you're not in a vacuum, and so usually Makoa's other teammates will want to make you pick Tinkerin anyways, but, not like Fortify is trash. Just, yeah. Tinkerin is really the most competitive option. Yeah, Tinker plus 2 turrets is like 850 every second, which is really good damage for a tank. That's like up there with con DPS, with Storm of Bullets. But yeah, no, I really do think like the core changes are like, hey, let's make rocket boots last a little bit longer, let's make it so you can cast the shield and the turret midair. Can you also imagine how effective that would be? Like, it wouldn't really even hurt Barik, because the shield extends beneath where you place it. So you can totally... Also, what do I ban? Crap. Cassie. But yeah, you could, like, if you could Void Grip, you could just put the shield down, and then you could have, like, a shield that extends to the skybox. I mean, not really that high, obviously, but you'd have a really tall shield. That'd actually be nice. And then the generals would have to think twice about Void Gripping you. Like, it sounds like a small buff on paper, but the amount of applications that would have where you get Void Gripped, or knocked back by Ash, or knocked up by a Zon. Shoot, a knock up by a Zon will cancel your shield placement. You won't be able to use it. That would mean a big difference, being able to put your shield down in that situation versus not being able to. Unless the midair shield deploy turns into a small Atlas Wall situation? No, it doesn't. Because like I already said, it extends beneath where you deploy the shield. You can see it when you place it on a ledge. I can try and showcase that here. There aren't too many good ledges on Jagfalls, but yeah, so you know how when you deploy the shield, you have those two little, like, cylinders on either side of the shield that play in the animation, where he, like, opens it up, and then you see the cylinders in the ground? The shield extends in equal directions above and below those cylinders. So the cylinders are like the midpoint. And if you were to cast it midair in a general script, what would happen is you would deploy the cylinders, and then the shield would just extend down to the floor. So that'd be great. If it still does that after the buff, it would. There's no reason why it wouldn't. That's just how the shield works. Like, that wouldn't change. The only thing that would change is making it so that the ability doesn't get locked out when you're in midair like this. Because you see this? If I wall jump, I can't deploy the shield. But also, I was able to cast it on the descent there as soon as I got close enough to the floor, and get that wall out of the way! I'm trying to... Bro just made it so I couldn't demonstrate what I was talking about with the cylinders. Thanks a bunch, Azon. Alright, let's try this again.
The battle is about to begin.
Okay, so you see those? So the shield extends in an equal direction down into the ground as it does up in the air. So you'd still get a lot of protection from that. Maybe if you get void gripped while you're already wall jumping or in the air from a knockback or something like that, then the shield wouldn't extend all the way down to the floor. But just the basic void grip, it would extend down to the floor, I'm pretty sure. And even if it doesn't, oh, your feet might be exposed. Whatever. The enemies will struggle to take advantage of that. It'll still be very good. Wow, that shield did not exist. Do they have Wrecker? Wait, did I pick Fortify? Oh, I picked Fortify accidentally. Crap! Oh, no. Wait, so that was the Fortify shield that got wrecked. And I have the base shotgun. Whoopsie daisy. Jeez, I'm too busy trying to showcase what I'm talking about with the shield here. Well, that's okay. I'll just have to make do with Fortify. I'm running away. I'm going to try and... yeah, head on to the point here. Here's a shield for you. At least my main build can work with Fortify. It's just a bowling ball-based build. I can get Chronos and still have good shielding. Do they have Wrecker, though? Yeah, they got a lot of Wrecker. Okay. Oh! Dude, what is the damage, man? I can't stay alive. I'm getting Damba heals, but they're just barely doing anything for me. Time to buy Guardian. Yeah, for real. Here we go. Chronos and Guardian. Mahahaha. Let's have a 10,000 HP Barik shield. If only I played the Project Barricade build, though. That'd be fun. Well, we're going to lose that objective. We honestly just weren't getting kills. Tiberius is on a 5 streak. We need someone to go after him. Alright, shield there. It's taken a lot of damage, but he still had to waste so many shots on that. That's good. Alright, new turret there. You see how squishy that turret is? That's 4 bars of health. 1,000 health. 2 shots from Tiberius, that's all it takes to destroy it. Like, can we really not make that 1,500 by default? What would be the harm? It would just make Barik a tiny bit more effective. Draw fire effectively from the Tiberius. A little bit better. That's all I want. I'm a simple man. I want small Barik buffs. Of course, knowing the devs, they'll do something drastic like, oh, here's 600 base HP, he's back up to 4,000 HP, and his turrets now have 2,000 health, and the shotgun does 550 damage. Here you go, Barik meta. Yippee! Well, I'm gonna die. Kill me. Ouch. Ash has better shield talent plus the reset. The reset does have the predicate of needing to not hit an enemy shield with it. You need to hit a player, and so that can be countered. But yes, most of the time you are right. Ooh, I accidentally squeezed my mouse. Crap, I didn't want to put the shield there. Okay, but consider flamethrower turret. Ooh, that's doing so much damage to Nyx. See, look at that damage, man. That is ridiculous. She's still gonna live because of IO heals, though, and I'm gonna die, man. Give me some healing, please. Thank you. Gotta get some rejuve up in here. Alrighty. Let me put the shield down here. Just keep blasting away at 7.
You can't resist
Okay,
me.
whatever. That's fine. See if I care. I will just hold the objective like a madman. Alright, shield here. I actually wish I didn't misclick on Fortify instead of Tinker, and I'd actually be able to kill that 7 so much more effectively. At least I can do good damage to the tanks, though. Alright, I'm gonna back up again. I got my shield back now. Let's put that down. Should buy me a little bit of time. Try and shield dance around it effectively. I will say, I think Barik's shield is better for shield dancing because of the shape of it. It's got a steeper curve to it, meaning you can more effectively block like that. So while it is active, it is very helpful for him. And I'm going to do some more Chronos. We just got to get better kills than them. I can comfortably stand on the point as Barik and beat back their tanks as long as we are able to kill the Tiberius and the 7. And the Tiberius especially. He's doing a lot of damage to me, and he's stacking up that wrecker. Okay, I'll head over here again. Big shield. Alright, oh, that's the fear. Well, I can kill him at least, and I'm going to back up. Let Damba heal me, and Azan's on point right now, surprisingly. I will sit on the point now. Okay, I'll shoot at Fernando real quick. I want to get that Tiberius. I hope Azan's able to do that. I'm helping! My damage at range is so pathetic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they shouldn't buff the range of the base shotgun because then it would be too similar to Tinkerin, but they could definitely... You know what, you might have persuaded me to give him a base damage buff on the shotgun, just up close and personal like that. That would be fun. Alright, headshot is going to finish you off. Value out of the Tinkerin shotgun there, or the fortified shotgun, I mean. Shielding it up on the point. There's a new shield. I need healing, though. Ah, thank you. Holy crap. Almost died. I can't go to that gourd. I don't have cooldowns right now. Okay, I have a new shield. I'm gonna cautiously go up here. Azan pushed back their DPS, but they're gonna be turned into me any second. And my shield's down. Okay. Gonna reset. Gotta deal with that 7 as well. He's... Oh, they just killed both our DPS. Okay, here's a shield for you, Damba. I don't think we're gonna be able to touch points again. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I die for it. Man. Alright, I'm gonna go for Guardian 2. The kills are not coming. It is a struggle for us right now. You should be punished trying to push a Barik or tank when they have lots of HP. That's what I feel like. Yeah, but at the same time, he's not the character who should have, like, a bunch of HP. What distinguishes Barik between other tanks is that his HP is on the lower end, but he makes up for it by having a bunch of emplacements that end up blocking shots for him. Like right now, I'm blocking shots from Io. I just took 1,000 damage on that turret from Io and Nyx that instead of going into me, just went into this random deployable that I don't care about. And so if Barik's HP is too high while he still has those emplacements, then it turns out to be a problem. That's why I'm so adamant that he doesn't need to go up to like 4,000 HP or something like that. We've tested it before. They did that already. It was a bad idea. It was a really bad idea. It did not work out in the end. So buff other things about Barik instead. That's what I would say. See, like, look at that. Those two turrets just collectively took 2,000 damage. And that 2,000 damage didn't go into me. I don't think you really understand the value of how much damage the turrets block for you. Partly because, like, you know, it just doesn't show up on the end stat screen. It doesn't get added into your shielding stat. Only the shielding stat from the raw shield gets counted into that. But I think if you got to see how much shielding you got from the turrets blocking damage like that, you'd really get a picture of how tanky he really can be. You gotta place them properly and use them to body block. And in a situation like that, they're very valuable. Alright, there goes Nyx. Huge damage into her. Gonna try and take down this Fernando as well. And... oh, he's so low. Please. There we go, got him. I need healing, though. Right now. Oh, Damba died. Oh, and I got a random ricochet from Tiberius? Bro, he's all the way over there. How did that hit me? Ah! Yeah, and another thing is, because he's really short, he can use the payload to block in a lot of situations where other tanks can't. So he does not need to be a juggernaut. And with the health card, he already can have 4,000 HP. I suppose if you wanted to give him more build diversity, that's what a base health buff would do, but then you'd have to remove the health card. Oh yeah.
15 seconds remaining.
Other buffs. Other buffs are what he needs. And you know what? He can still be a punishing tank to get near to if he just does big damage. And I think that's more so what he should be leaning into. Because he's already a tank with, you know, a damage emphasis in the first place. Turrets that do damage. High damage weapon, especially with Tinkerin in close quarters. Oh boy, I need healing now. Thank you. Alright, here's a shield. I'm going to try and save my dome shield for the cap, though. Oh, she's just pushing past towards our Damba. Hopefully he can stay alive. She's all purple health. She's getting it healed, though. I'm going to try and keep her in cauterize. Alright, new shield here. And she goes down. Boom. And let's get that Fernando if we can. Big damage. And I missed, but he should go down, and that is the defense. Perfect. Got to save my ult that time. We have 5 ults going into this next cap, which is really good for us. Alrighty, and honestly, I'm just going to save up for Chronos 3. That'll be really nice for me. Koga's 12-10 trading at this point. Oh my, Koga. You gotta step it up. I'm 15-4. I'm playing Barik.
You're the Puma's pajamas.
Even if we lose this game, hopefully I've at least demonstrated that, yeah, Barik's not the best tank right now, but he's still perfectly competent. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing a trash character. I'm still able to do damage, get kills, stay alive comfortably on point.
5, 4,
He's less good.
3,
He's not bad.
2,
Key distinction.
1.
Thank you for that Prime sub, by the way. Very nice. Combat Repair and Healing Station are underrated. Yeah, I do have some Healing Station builds. I haven't used them as much recently. I used to be a big fan of it. But, oh my. Alright, I'm just gonna pivot to point. But yeah, ever since they added Passive Cauterize, I feel like I haven't wanted to use it as much. But I used to be pretty big on that back in the day. Alright, I'm gonna put my shield on point, and then I'm gonna wait for that to expire, and then I'll Dome Shield if I need to. Just keep blasting Nyx. Alright, I'm gonna throw this down. Ah, crap. Alright, well, Azan's getting the Tripski. And if he needs to fall back to a shield, I got stuff on point for him, although I think he's just... He doesn't care, he's just better. He's just winning. Nice. Another thing that would be interesting is they could take a page out of Overwatch's book and make it so that the turrets last even after you die. But, Paladins doesn't necessarily have a history of that being a thing for most characters. Like, most deployables go away after the character dies. There's some sort of magical tether between them that makes them just instantly die when their owner dies. I guess the one exception would be, like, Betty's Hail of Bombs or something like that. But that probably... It'd be interesting, but it's probably not, like, the right answer for Barik buffs, honestly. We don't want Barik to be dying that much in the first place. Okay, I'm gonna try and aim for the head, get some consistent headshots. It's not working out for me, but I think she's gonna die anyways. Oh, never mind. Never mind, hold on. There we go. Hey, the turret landed the final blow. That's what I'm talking about right there. Big damage. Okay, here's the new turret. How? Oh, stop shooting me. There we go, staying in the gourd. We're chilling. And let's get a shield here. Ooh, big Fernando ults. That's going to let them back up successfully. But 7's still going in. I think Sati... Yeah, Sati's going to kill him. Good. Good stuff. Alrighty, new turret in place. Ooh, nice spear. Alright. Let me give us a shield to actually capitalize on that for the time being. I'm still taking so much damage. But we're tanking it. We're tanking it up, bro. Let's go. Oh, hello. That almost hit me. Oh, Fernando goes down. We're just going to keep slowly marching through here. Barik is unkillable. Nope. Hold on, push the payload, guys. Hold on. Alright, she sacrificed. There she is. Koga gets the kill. Good. I'm just going to keep holding the point. I almost have another ultimate, which I might be able to use to secure it. One last thing you could do for Barik as well is maybe you could buff his ultimate charge rate. I think it's the slowest in the game. I could be mistaken.
30 seconds remaining.
At the very least, like, it's meant to be somewhat similar to the speed of Fernando's ult charge, but Fernando is just better because of Scorch. So he ends up getting it much faster than Barik most of the time. Alright, I'm going to use it. Enemies are mostly dead. Just going to put the final nail in the coffin for Fernando, and that's a GG. So we actually end up winning. There we go. So yeah. I guess to summarize, because I might put this game on YouTube. Yeah, Barik is a perfectly viable tank. Small buffs would be good for him. You know, maybe a little bit of extra duration on the rocket boots. Let him cast his shield and his turrets midair. I guess maybe a tiny damage boost, although he still does perfectly good damage and perfectly good shielding. Obviously a buff to Forged Fire, just some little things to sort of bring him up to date with other tanks who just feel a little bit more fluid than him. But he's still capable of doing a lot. I actually outkilled and outdamaged Azan, and I only died 4 times. And I accidentally picked the wrong talent, by the way. I mean, if you play him well, he's still perfectly good. And he's easy and reliable too, so that's very, very nice. That's what I mean when I say there are no bad tanks right now, because even the tanks that are considered the worst are still capable of popping off.